This weekend, I gotta do a cook for a good friend of ours. So y'all gonna get to see me cook on the bad boy. This is the Shirley. This is my girl. Made in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Now listen, y'all. I love y'all carnivores, but you can't get this kind of food right here in your Instapot, in your air fryer, or in your crock pot. This right here takes time. This right here, it ain't even done yet. It's gonna take about 10 hours. After I did that video on the chef's temp thermometer a while back, Thermopen actually sent me their new thermometer, their Thermopen 1. I still have to hold it upside down because I'm left-handed, but at least the screen rotates. But I'm using it right now and testing out the meat. Watch how quick it goes to temp. You see that? Hold on. Let the temp come back down. Hold on. It's still got residual liquid on it, so it takes a second to come down. Alright, so it's right here. I'm just playing around with it right now. It's fast. This is the Thermopen 1. I might do a review on it at some point, but they told me I don't have to. But I do appreciate them sending this to me. And I'll play around with it as well as my chef's temp. And you can never have too many thermometers if you cook as much as I do. Or as much as y'all carnivores should be cooking. Y'all wouldn't believe how many people have asked me, when are you getting a P.O. box? Or do you have a P.O. box so we could send stuff? I even had somebody the other day, which I thought was really cool. They asked that if I got a P.O. box, they would actually pay for it. And I don't feel good about taking money from people or anything. But I'm learning, and I've got read comments from some of y'all that said, you know, just look at the work that you're putting into the channel. And if people decide that they want to bless you, you need to be willing to accept it, you know. And so I did go out and get a P.O. box for those of y'all that are wondering, and I'll put the P.O. box information in the description of this video. That way, if anybody wants to send something, even if it's just a note, you know, if you just want to send a letter to me, and if I have time, I'll sit down and read it. Fitting to get a little wood in my firebox and fitting to get this pit lit. It's a little after 6 a.m. A trick you can use is I built a ladder with my firewood. This is hickory wood that I'm using. And then in the bottom I have a little bit of charcoal because I have a massive weed burner. And whenever I light the wood, I light the coals in the bottom and it'll get that wood up to temp a lot faster. You can light this pit without it, but it makes it way easier when you have a little bit of charcoal at the bottom. Let's get it lit, y'all. And this Shirley has a 1/2-inch firebox. You see how thick that is? So my great-grandkids and their kids will be using this pit long after I'm dead and gone. Let's get it lit. Y'all ready? All right, I'm finna hit it. See how it's lighting the coals? Alright, she's lit. I'm telling y'all, this thing is a beast. That shelf, that stainless shelf that's going across there is super thick, and that shelf is really expensive. And I like how up at the top it goes underneath the lip of the pit, so all of your drippings, if it comes out of the pit, you just wipe it off whenever you're done and you never have to worry about it. The fenders on this pit, and I've watched the guy that built them. His name's Paul Shirley in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, because this is Shirley Fabrication. He'll take a sledgehammer and hit these fenders, and you see how thick they are? He custom builds these fenders, and he'll take a sledgehammer and hit them, and it won't even put a dent in it. Like, everything on this pit is solid. The welds on this pit are incredible. It's better lighting now, so y'all check out these welds. You see that? That's a professional. See how it turns right here and goes around? This guy knows what he's doing. Look at this right here, man. play at Shirley Fabrication. They don't use their website, but if you want to check out their pits, go on YouTube and look them up, or go on their Facebook group, Fans of Shirley Fabrication, and check them out. These are old school country guys, and they don't update their Facebook their website at all. They're so well known and have so many people ordering their pits that they don't even have to worry about updating their website or anything. People constantly, you can call them on the phone, you can email them, they'll have their email information if you want to order a pit. This is the wood rack that I got added onto my pit, and I got them to add me an extra tire. Shirley Fabrication, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Everything is custom on this pit. Everything is custom built. They even build the trailers themselves. I got them to add, that's a grease drain, so I can flip that little lever right here and the grease will fall out if there's any in there. There's not really much in there right now. But I also got them to add me a tongue remover so nobody can steal my pit. But if I want to, I put my tongue in there when I get ready to pull my trailer wherever I want to go. Pork butts are seasoned, ready to go on the pit before 7 a.m. Right now the temp's showing 250 on this side and over 225 on this side. That's because I just opened the door to put the meat on. Let me show y'all inside of here. Alright, so I got 4 levels. I got 4 levels that I could cook on. Today I'm on this level right here. Today I'm on this level. Can you imagine how much meat I can cook in this pit? I got the 3 Boston butts on there. I'm gonna get the door shut so it'll cook. I got 4 levels. These are called hog handles, so I can smoke whole hogs if I want to. Maybe later on we could do a meetup on my channel and I can feed 300 of y'all if y'all want to show up. It don't matter. We can do it. I can probably feed 600 or 700 of y'all because I can do probably 50 something pork butts on this pit. That ain't even mentioning back here. I can smoke in here and here, here and here if I want to. That's my little this is my stainless shelf. One-handed. This is my stainless shelf that I can do stuff with on the side. He did a great job building this pit, y'all. So this morning I'm gonna run this pit about 275 to 300 to punch these butts on through and get them done, because we got to get them over there by like 5:30 this evening, and I don't need to be waiting around on none of them to not get done. And I've said in previous videos, if you haven't watched them before, when you're smoking meat, it does not have to be 225. A lot of people are still stuck on 225. If you know what you're doing, you can run 275 to 300 and make awesome meat. Awesome meat. I've even done hot and fast. I've done super hot and fast and had briskets done on my drum in 5 hours, and they're still really good. Now, there's something about letting them go a little longer, being in that smoke, slowing down, but it's still slow enough if you're at 300 to 275 to make an awesome product. For those of y'all that are into dimensions or like to know exactly how big something is, where my 2 fingers are right here, that's the main chamber. Okay, where the 4 big grates were. In that main chamber, this pit is a 24 by 65. So going that way, it's 24 inches deep, and going that way, it's 65 inches long, and there's 4 levels of grates. So each level of grate is bigger than most people's pellet smoker, a lot bigger than most people's pellet smoker, and then, or most people's stick burner, honestly. And then back here, it's 24 by 24 going straight up. So you got 4 sections there. I can fit 16 butts in the warmer, and I can fit probably about 42 to 40, maybe 46 or so in the main chamber. So we could fit a ton of meat, probably, I don't know, in the 50s to 60s of pork butts. The most I've ever cooked on here at one time was 36, I think it was, and I had room to spare. Running right at 300, running over 275, like 280 on this side. Y'all want to take a look? I won't open the door a lot because when you're looking, you ain't cooking. But they starting to look good already, y'all. Let me get this door shut. You get the absolute best smoke flavor when you use an offset stick burner like this, using real wood, but it is a lot more work. So if you don't have the time to watch a fire, because you actually maintain this fire, it's not a computer running it or anything, it's all you doing the work. So I'm gonna add a couple splits to it real quick, and I'm holding my phone, sorry it's moving some, but I'm gonna add a couple more splits down in here and let that fire keep going, y'all. For those of y'all that's been sending me stuff through my Amazon wish list and the Buy Me a Coffee, I really appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. You know who you are, and it's really helping my channel grow. I didn't expect all this, y'all. Thank you. So after we got back from our cruise, we noticed that we had some surprise mail in our mailbox, and I just want to take a moment and thank Kelly Bowman and Jamie E. And also we had an anonymous person to send us some gifts in the mail. So this is a stand that's for the microphone that I'm saving up for. And then this right here is a cable that will connect to my camera once I get a camera, and it'll reach a long ways. This right here is so that I can plug straight into my phone. This right here item is so that I can use my phone faced backwards, or I can use the camera. And mainly I'll use this for whenever I'm filming with my phone. And then I've always wanted to try this rub, and I had it on my Amazon wish list, and one of y'all sent this to me, and I'll make sure to use it in one of my next videos. I might do a tri-tip or something like that if I can talk my wife into letting me go get one, and use it in that video and let y'all know how I like it. It has very clean ingredients. I just wanted to say thank y'all. Alright y'all, I'm about halfway done seasoning 40 pounds of chicken leg quarters. I'm going to do all this chicken on the top rack of the pit. If that don't tell you how big the pit is, I don't know what will. If y'all are wondering why I didn't show y'all how I seasoned the meat earlier, it's because that's top secret information, man. I spent years and years learning how to do different stuff with barbecue. I can't show y'all everything. Come on now. Time to meet my puppies. This is Tubby and this is Lard. They also go by Samson and Reese. He's 7 years old. He's Tubby and he's lazy, and she's a lot more energetic. She's a lab mixed with golden retriever. He's full-blooded golden retriever. She had surgery the other day. It looks awful, but it doesn't hurt her. She had to have like some type of a bump removed off her back. I know that's gross, but she had to have it done. But anyway, it was time for me to let y'all meet my puppies. Like if I didn't say it a while ago, he's 7, she's 8. We call them Tubby and Lard, but their real names is Samson and Reese. They go by either or. This Shirley actually has 2 stacks, one in the warmer, one in the main chamber. A lot of times I run, because it's a reverse flow, so it comes through the bottom and it comes out here and comes through the pit to smoke the meat. But a lot of times I let the flow run through the main stack. But today I have the main stack shut, and there's a damper I'll show y'all on the back side. So I'm running it through here and out the warmer stack. That way you can smoke in here and in here. Later on I'm going to put beans and mac and cheese in here. And y'all be strong, because I have to be strong and not eat the mac and cheese and the beans. So look, y'all don't cave when y'all see it in my video, alright? I'm going to go ahead and tell you that now. So here's the damper system. I have it pulled open so that it can flow through the warmer as well. But if I shut that off and open the big vent, it would only smoke in the main chamber. So this pit is super versatile. You can smoke in here if you want to, but sometimes I smoke just in here because it's not as big. Sometimes I smoke in the main chamber, and like today I'm smoking in both. It's running 300 and 275 and 250 over here. So I mean, at all three of them temps, you can smoke meat all day long. Samson, what you doing over there? What you doing, boy? Huh? Butts have been on for a couple hours now. Running about 300 on this side. A little over 300 on this side. Probably about 310. A little under 310 on this side. Let's take a look at them. My wife's got to run to the store. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss a little bit more wood on that way. Let's see how they're looking. I'm gonna toss a little more wood on. That way I can go inside and watch Abigail while she runs to the store. This is what we're looking like so far. These butts are about 9 to 10 pounds a piece, to give you a reference on size. I could fit them tighter together, and I could fit a lot more on here if I need to. And I got different levels that I can put my grates on, to where depending on what size meats I'm cooking, like if I'm cooking turkeys, I need them spread out more. This pit's bad to the bone. See you in a bit. You gotta feed this big boy. Mid cook 275, a little under 275. Probably about 260 or 265, somewhere in there. I'm gonna stoke my coals around a little bit with this fire poker that Shirley gave me with this pit. When you order one of their pits, they send you a custom made fire poker with it. And trust me, you need a fire poker. And then let's go ahead and feed it. Let's add some more splits in there. Keep it going. I know the camera's moving around a lot, but remember, y'all, this is work. But it's fun work. I love it. I love barbecue. These pork butts are where I want to wrap them today. I'm not going to show y'all that, but I'm just going to wrap them in aluminum foil. I also got some hot dogs up here. I got hot dogs up here that we're going to eat some of them for lunch today while we're waiting on everything else to cook. I got beans right here that is homemade beans. I got some pulled pork in them, and hamburger meat, and a few other things, some seasonings and stuff. I'm not going to eat these beans, but the people that are going to be at the event, they're going to love them. Using cotton gloves and black nitrile gloves. And then I'm just going to set the pork butts right here and then wrap them. I'm not going to film all that because I'm in a hurry. I got to get there for this cook this evening, and I still got a lot more. I still got to cook the beans, the mac and cheese, and I got to toss the chicken on up at the top part of the pit, so I'm kind of in a hurry. This is the last time you'll see one before they get wrapped up, and then they're going to tear them up tonight. They're going back on the pit until probe tender. I'll start probing them once they get close to like 190, 195. Whenever they probe like cool butter, that's when I take them off. Not hot butter, cool butter. And then these hot dogs are just going. I'm just going to roll them a little bit. Make sure you got gloves on when you do this. And the cotton gloves underneath it, or use tongs, but tongs slow you down. I'd still be flipping these if I had tongs. Alright, get the door shut. Get to cooking. So I made an executive decision and decided that y'all don't need to see the white cheddar mac and cheese, and y'all don't need to see the beans. The beans are already on the pit. The mac and cheese is going to go on the pit in an hour or two, and I don't want to tempt everybody. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you would like this video, and if you haven't subscribed and you want to see more cooks like this, if you want to learn more techniques of barbecue and learn more about the carnivore diet, and not just learn about the carnivore diet, but learn about my journey and my weight loss journey, because I started at 486 pounds and right now I'm like in the low 420s, and I'm feeling better and better every day. If you want to learn about that, Don't forget to subscribe, and there'll be more to come. Thank y'all for watching my video. God bless all y'all.